Hello and welcome to day 27 of the N8N series. So far in this week, we have seen how do we create OpenAI Assistant, upload the files to it, and a lot more. Now, let's see how do we actually use OpenAI Assistant in some real use case. We're going to build an admission bot for an engineering college near Mangalore. So let's see how we can build a bot which can respond to normal chat and also WhatsApp messages for all things related admission. It will collect users' name, email address, phone number, and give all the information that the students may want. Without wasting any time, let's see how this bot can be built. Again, let's try to build it within 20 minutes. As you can see, we have created a new workflow. And let's start with chat trigger, and we'll make this as publicly available so that you could actually give this as a link to anybody to start chatting, or we will also look at embed chat sometime in the future. Okay, now the initial message is, hi there, my name is Nathan, how can I assist you today? Let's click on test chat, and here I'm going to send hello. Right, so we've got this. The next thing that we want to do is OpenAI Assistant. So OpenAI and then message and assistant, which we have already seen. I'm going to use the same account and I'm going to use the assistant, which is basically the admission bot. So I'll quickly show you what this admission bot assistant is all about. And for that, let's go here. You can see role. You are an AI admission assistant at NITE Meenakshi College, integrated with WhatsApp and chat, let's say. Your main purpose is to guide prospective students through admission details based on uploaded fee and course structure. So we have already uploaded the file here, right? And always respond in a polite, professional, and easy to understand manner. You have access to SERP API 2. Fetch the official college website, retrieve brief information about college vision, ranking, and achievements for a short introduction message. Golden rules: collect identity details first. Always collect full name, email, contact number in sequence. Do not reveal any course fees or admission details until these are provided. Study mode before admission info. After collecting name, email, and phone, the bot must ask, would you like to study online or offline at NITE Meenakshi College? And then, thank you, could you confirm your mode of study preference, full-time, part-time, or weekend distance learning, and so on and so forth. So we have given a lot more details so that the bot understands what needs to be done. We've also given a sample of how the conversation may look like, right? So let's click on save. Let's go back to our bot. We now know what is the bot about. Source for prompt, okay, is connected chat trigger node. Okay, now let's change this to define below and use the message, that is chat input. Okay, now we also have use memory character, and memory would be a simple memory, right? And session key, you can see here, it is again connected to chat node, but let's define this below and change this to session ID. We'll know why in a while. So I'll just change this to 20. Okay. And we have to connect the SERP API. And for that, let's search for SERP. We have this one. I'll quickly show you how to connect a new one. And for that, let me click here and click on create new condition. You just need the API key to be added over here. And once you create an account in serpapi.com, once your email is verified and stuff like that, you will see this API key available over here. So just copy this and paste it over here. Once you paste, click on save, and you should see this connection tested successfully message. So let's say this is NITE admission. Let's click on save, and we are ready. So once this is available, we have to add the Google domain, and this needs to be the domain that we want it to fetch the information from. In our case, it is nite.edu.in. So we will leave it as is. We have done the simple memory. We have done this. Let's quickly check if this is ready. Looks to be ready. Now we have to send that as a response back. And for that, we will use the respond to chat. And the response will be this one. And like we saw the last time, we have to change some settings here, which is respond mode. And this has to be using respond nodes, right? So that's when this respond will go back here. Now let's quickly save this or refresh and test if this is working fine. So I'll send hello. Okay, you can see here. To assist you effectively, I would need some details. So let's say I am Ritesh, and then xyz at abcd.com and son number. Okay, now we've got this information over here. One of the other things that you have to do is we have to remove this, right? Otherwise it will not respond back for the second message. Okay, so let's save this, refresh it. So you can see that it is asking us for the full name first. So I'll answer that. Now because it is storing in the memory, it knows what does asked and what it needs to pass, right? So it will now ask us for the phone number, I guess, email address. So let's give it support@7.com. And of course, if you have any doubts or if you need our team to support you guys, then you could reach out at support@7.com. So now it is asking us for the contact number. So let me give some random number. And there you go. Now it's asking us for the online mode or offline mode and so on and so forth. Before we go any further, let's also include something called browser, right? So we could also send them a browser so that they can see the details. Okay, we're going to add a node here and we're going to have a if condition and we'll put the chat input contains brochure, right? Which is basically if the user is asking for a brochure, then we will send them a brochure, right? And here we are going to respond to chat and we'll just have the brochure saved on our Google Drive or something like that and send the link to them. Something like this. Kindly go through the below link and this link will be having the brochure. Now please ensure that this link is accessible publicly, otherwise they will not be able to use this. I'll just disable this. Let's try this out. For that, I'll click on save and I'll send brochure. So it goes here and they can see this particular thing. Right now I can just use this link to download the brochure. Now it will become interesting when we connect this to WhatsApp, because you can send brochure as a document on WhatsApp. So let's move on and connect WhatsApp to it. And for that we need WhatsApp trigger on messages. We'll use this particular account and let's click on execute step where it starts listening to the message. Now I'm going to get here and send a hello to that particular number, and we can see that particular thing coming over here, which is hello and from this number. Okay, so that's our WhatsApp trigger. Now we have to connect both of this to this particular node and then to this one, and for that we have to use something called information extractor. And before the information extractor, we have to use fields, because we will need the message, the branch, whether the message is coming from WhatsApp or chat node, and we also need session ID or the unique identifier, which will be used in memory. And for that, let's do the WhatsApp thing first. So field, and we have to do the from here. Let's call this as a unique identifier, right, which is the from number, and we need the message, which is this body, and we'll call this as message. And finally we need the branch, which is chat. No, this is WhatsApp. So let's execute step. We've got the message, the branch, and the unique identifier. Okay, we'll include the same thing over here. So I'm going to delete this, connect this one here, and connect this over here. Okay, the next thing that we want to do is information extractor. Okay, so we have to send all of this in over here, and we have to get the attributes. Again, message is the message. We can also explain like what is that we are looking for, right? So we can explain it over here, like message the user has sent it, right? And you could explain that over here, that is, this is the unique identifier. Okay, and this is the message, right? And then this is the branch. Okay, you can tell that the message the user has sent in, and here we can mention the UID, right, which is unique identifier, and here you can mention the unique identifier of the user chat, right? The final thing that we would need is the branch, whether it's coming from WhatsApp or... Now for this to work, we need to use some AI, and for that let's go with OpenAI chat model, and we could also go with GPT-4 or 4.1 mini, whatever it is. Let's use the same account that we have been using, I believe account 3. Now let's run this to see if we are getting the required information. So what we need is message, which is hello. Unique identifier in this case is this number, which is good. The branch is WhatsApp. Okay, now I'll have to disconnect this and connect this over here, right? Again, here we have to connect this properly, and for that what I'm going to do is send a message again. Hello. Let's run this. So we run it one by one. We run this. You see that this is run. Let's go here and connect it, because this was linked from WhatsApp. Now unique identifier in this case is session ID, and the message in this case is the chat input, and the branch in this case is chat. Let's execute this. Let's go to information extractor and run this, and we get the message as hello, unique identifier is this, and branch as chat, right? So we have connected both the branches, the chat and the WhatsApp node, and we have been able to extract the required information, because this is what we have to use further, right? So now I'm going to connect this to this particular if condition, because if it is true, then we have to respond back the browser. If false, then it will move ahead so that we can respond further. Now let's quickly check this one, and it's no more JSON.chat input, right? Let's run this. So it goes further. Now here we have got the message, which is basically the message. Okay, and we also have to change the simple memory, because it's no longer this one, right? SOAP API don't have to change, because there is nothing that we are using as parameter. So let's copy this one, and we have UID, which we have to use over here. So let's change the message to UID, right? So now this is also good. Let's just run this, right? You can see here it is using the unique identifier, which is the same, and that's why it's asking us whether it is online or offline. Now here we have to add one more if condition because we have to know what is the branch. If the branch is WhatsApp, then we have to respond via WhatsApp. If the branch is chat, then we have to respond via chat. And that's why let's go here and let's use this branch, and is equals to chat, right? So if it is chat, then it goes via chat. If it is WhatsApp, then let's go to WhatsApp and send message. Let's use this particular account, and the phone number is this one, and recipient phone number is what we are getting from WhatsApp. Okay, or we could also use a unique identifier because that's what we have used as the unique identifier in this particular case, right? And text message is what we've got from here, the output. Okay, so this is good. Now let's click on save. One last thing that we have to do is we have to put the same condition over. We'll remove this, we'll connect this, we'll get this over here, and if it's true, then it goes like this. If it is false, then we use WhatsApp again, right? Again, send message. We'll use this account. Everything remains same, just that this won't be text, it will be a document, and they could use it as WhatsApp media, right? You could either send it via link or WhatsApp media or anything, right? So let's use WhatsApp media, and I'll quickly show you how do we enable this. We need the ID here, and for that ID we have to upload our file onto WhatsApp. Let's quickly show you how to do that. Now this requires a one-time setup, right? Just to get the ID. And for that, let me go over here. Let's get the form. We have done this before, so I'll use this, and let's say file upload, no description needed. Let's make it as file, and this is not a text field, it is file. Multiple files is not required. This can be left as is. Let's click on execute step. Here's where we are going to upload the file, and in our case it is going to be this college fees. Now I'll click on submit, so the file is submitted, right? Let's close this. You can see here the data is available, and here we'll go to WhatsApp and we can upload the media, right? We'll have to use the same account, and media upload, send a phone number, we have to select one of it, and this is not data, it is file. So let's just upload this, and once you upload you get ID. Now this file will always be available on WhatsApp, so we don't need these steps anymore, right? So we can delete this because we already copied the ID, and we just go back here, enable this. I had to disable it because it was showing some error, and if it shows error, then you will not be able to run any other workflow, right? So just put ID, and this could be like project. The file name will be project. You can also add some caption, okay, something like this is the brochure that you can refer to, or anything. So we just need the recipient's phone number here, which will be coming from this particular node or the if condition. So I'll just go over here because we already have the phone number here, recipient's phone number. Okay, now everything is set. Let's check it out if all the flow is working fine. And for that, let me just neat it up so it looks neat. Let's first check the chat node, and then let's go to WhatsApp, right? I'll click on save. I'll just refresh it so it opens a new chat session. I'll send hello. Ideally go here and then go here. Let's see if that's happening. It should ask me for my name because this is a new chat session. Yes, you can see full name please. Now I'll say Ritesh. Now it will go further and ask me for my email address via the chat. Yes, so let's say support@twit7.com, and it's asking me for the phone number. Let me get some random thing. We can also put a a condition to check if the email ID is valid or not by sending OTP and stuff like that. I don't want to make it complex. Same thing holds good for this thing. We could do that. Now it'll ask me whether we need it online or offline. Let's say offline. Then it will ask us for further details. There you go. So it's asking me whether I want to do it full-time, part-time, weekend, distance learning, and so on and so forth. Now we have seen that the chat node is working fine. Now let's check the WhatsApp Twitter thing. I'll click on execute workflow. And we are going to send hello message here. You can see that it's running. Let's come here. It will quickly come here and go to WhatsApp node. And I should have got it. So you can see here, may I kindly get your full name, email address, and contact number. So sometimes it asks us all the details together. We could refine the assistant a bit so that it just asks for one information at a time. I'll say I am British. Oh. So let's see what it does. Because we have the memory in place, I think it should still work. But now it will not respond back, but because we have not made it active, let's quickly make this active. Okay, which means the entire workflow is actually going to work. Okay, and let's go back and send hello again. Just wait for a while, and there you go. It's asking us for full name. Please send Vitesh. It takes a while because it has to run through the entire flow and then check what is available and stuff like that, but that's few seconds. The delay is because we are using AI, right? And it's asking for contact information. So let's send this. So at this moment, I'll tell online in this case. So it's asking us whether we need full-time, weekend distance learning, and so on and so forth. One small thing that we have missed doing is changing this one. Okay, because this is still referring to chat input, which now should be the message, right? So let's quickly go here and connect it to message and click on save. Now at any given point of time, if we ask for browser, then it will send us the document using this particular node. You can see here, this is the browser that you can refer to, and I can actually open this up and it gives me all the details, right? So this is how you build an entire chatbot. It can respond back basis the data that we have trained on in the assistant. And that's how you can build the entire chatbot that can respond via the chat node or the WhatsApp node. This bot will respond back basis the data that you have trained the assistant on. You could see that it has collected the user's email address, the name, the phone number, and then it went on to ask further details so that the user could get the information that they want. And the institution has all the information of the user. It's very simple and easy. No tech knowledge required. Just follow the series and you will be able to build some very complex bots and much more. If you feel this video was helpful, please share it with maximum number of people, because a lot of them feel building this kind of bots requires some serious tech knowledge. But we are proving that wrong, so please help us in getting this to maximum viewers. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.